also the fact that we sell alcohol in supermarkets makes it seem like a normal commodity. You know, it's like you go to the supermarket, you buy your milk and your butter, but you can also buy your wine and your beer. And it does normalise it in terms of a product, even though, you know, it's a drug. It's a drug that can cause intoxication, and it's a drug, the research has shown that it is our most harmful drug in New Zealand. Part of the issue is that, you know, we are free agents and we choose what we want to do and whether we drink and how much we drink and that kind of thing. But we live in an environment that is alcohol saturated. You see alcohol advertising, marketing, promotion everywhere. It's linked with all of our major sporting codes. We have the Heineken Football World Cup, we have the Steinlager Rugby World Cup, key cultural events like the Jim Beam Homegrown Music Festival. The alcohol companies are they're part of these key desirable cultural events that we have, and they play a really big part in normalising alcohol for us to see it as a background thing. One of the things about alcohol in our society, if you look historically, it's been used in particular ways by different genders. So you think about masculinity, men drinking beer, and that is a really strong thing that kind of started a long time ago, but it still continues to this day. So in some of our research we've had, you know, one of my favourite quotes comes from a young participant. He was about 23, and I asked him what he drank, and he said, "I drink beer." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool, yep." And he said, "I don't like drinking beer. And when I started drinking beer at 17, I hated it, but I've got used to it after 5 years." And it's like, so you drank it for all those years, but why did you keep drinking it if you didn't like it? And he said, because that's what you do if you're a guy in New Zealand. Like, you know, you drink beer because that's what you do if you're a man in New Zealand. So it's very much bound up, the type of alcohol that we drink and how we drink, with notions of gender. And there are lots of, as you might expect, double standards around intoxication and alcohol. The alcohol industry is very much, you know, women drinking is an empowering thing, and, you know, be like the guys and get out there and drink these products that might appeal to you more. But it's okay for women to be drinking, but, you know, through our research we've found it's not quite so okay for women to be drunk. And women are expected to drink alcohol in a lot of spaces and a lot of places, and it's strange for them not to drink, and that's become increasingly so through, you know, when you think about the 90s and the liberalisation of our alcohol laws in New Zealand, the way that alcohol targeted women as a new market, and they did that quite aggressively, and that hasn't stopped. So they're still doing that today, you know, and thinking about wine mums, and you know, and thinking about how the alcohol industry positions alcohol, in particular kinds of alcohol, to particular demographics, to make alcohol a key part of everyday life. I mean, that's the ultimate aim. It's like, you know, it's there so that you can cope with stress. It's there for you to celebrate the end of a working day. It's there to help with you manage getting your kids into bed and sitting down with your partner at the end of the day. It's there to celebrate with your friends. It's there to have fun, to go out with your friends. You know, so, and it doesn't matter what age or life stage, alcohol is embedded into so many aspects of that. And I think that's, you know, that's deliberate on the part of the alcohol industry. In terms of other new markets, what we're seeing, there's been a little bit of work done around this, is the rainbow washing of alcohol marketing. So the way that industry is saying, oh, here's a community, you know, the LGBTQI community, let's see what we can do to promote our products to this community, or let's show how socially aware we are, because we know that young people, you know, are interested in these things. So they, you know, they do a lot of good research themselves to find out what's culturally appealing, to be able to market their products in that space. We have to look at how we regulate alcohol, and that includes, you know, you think about the WHO, the World Health Organization's best buys, reducing the availability, reducing the accessibility, and reducing the marketing and the promotion of alcohol, to change, you know, our drinking culture, to change what alcohol means in our society for men and for women and for other genders.